Okay. Hi, Gabriel Josiah here. It's nice to have you in another class. So we'll be looking at a follow-up to our last class where we look at the purpose of the ICAN case study. So we'll be going into the course proper, and this is Unit 2, and this Module 1, which is the ICAN case study in detail. So let me share my screen as I usually do, and let's delve deeply and fast into the course. Okay, so I just shared my screen now, and I'll be going straight into Module 2, and we'll be looking at the ICAN case study proper. Okay, so chartered accountants are financial and business advisors. Normally, we advise business owners, we're financial experts, and we deal with businesses in the line of ensuring the grows, matures, and is profitable to shareholders and stakeholders in the long run. So one of the unique selling points of chartered accountants is that we will have skills to interpret financial and other non-financial data. Very important. And that's what differentiates us from lawyers, marketers, human resource specialists, doctors, and other professionals in other fields. They specialize in the technical aspect, while we specialize in financial interpretation of financial statements and other business data. We communicate this same to our clients and employers. It's very important because this skill combines our financial approach and also helps us to present information in an understandable and comprehensive manner to our clients. It's a key attribute of every aspiring ICAN member. So as a chartered accountant with ICAN, this module or this case study helps you develop these skills. It harnesses your skills to be able to interpret financial and non-financial data to your client, to your employer. And every ICAN student, every candidate aspiring to be a chartered accountant should be able to present financial statements in a succinct, comprehensive, and very precise manner that somebody coming from another field, for example, you have a variety of different field and experts on your board of directors. Let's say you don't have only accountants, and some boards don't even have accountants at all, or have background in financial knowledge. So your ability to interpret the financial statements and data to them, it's key. It's key to an accountant. And that's why it's very important to take note of this skill, which is a key attribute of an ICAN member. Very important. Okay, so during the preparation for other subjects of ICAN, you find out that candidates would have received a thorough grounding in the concepts and principles that underlie the preparation and interpretation of financial statements. So from the foundation, you have papers like financial accounting. At skills stage, you have financial reporting. Then at the professional stage, you also have corporate reporting. So you have financial statements being embedded in the package of the ICAN course right from the beginning to the end. So it helps you understand financial statements and business information. So through these various stages of assessment, you've had the knowledge and been able to tackle increasing complex and integrated technical issues. So overall, the case study paper is to test candidates' ability to provide advisory services. You should be able to advise on the way forward. There's a particular place where the company is, so you're advising on the way forward. Maybe there's a downward trend, you're advising on how to take the company upwards. So it's very important and a necessary skill for an aspiring ICAN chartered accountant. So in the context of business scenarios, and you advise them not just verbally, but you advise in form of a report that when business owners or your employer is reading the report, he's able to decipher and grasp what you're trying to portray graphically. It's very important. So the objective of the case study is to assess a candidate's understanding of a more complex interrelated business issues. So the ability to analyze the financial statements and the non-financial statements or that data that are presented in the exhibits, you exercise your judgment and you also develop conclusions and recommendations. So having looked at the current state of the company, having analyzed a lot of information that has been provided to you, you have to conclude that, okay, this is what the problem is and this is what I recommend to solve the problem. This is very important. Also, in the case study exams, marks are awarded for clear demonstration of professional skills. You must have the professional skills to tabulize your answers and your recommendations, your conclusions in a very succinct and comprehensive manner. So each case study is based on a real life scenario. It centers on a request or advice. So you are asked for assistance for either your client or your boss. And the case study also, the case study exams requirement will also involve evaluation of practical discussion of current commercial issues. You'll be able to identify key issues relevant to the case. That is, you must understand and deal with the requirements of the case in your report. So you have a requirement, so don't deviate from it. Don't assume another requirement. Stick to what the client or the examiner asks you to advise on. So to be successful, to be able to pass the exam and landslide, you need to bring to bear the following skills: identification of your business and technical and ethical issues. So the business, the technical, and the ethical issues in the case, you should be able to identify them. Then you apply the technical knowledge to the identified issues in the case. So you also need to understand that this business situation, what is its life cycle? For example, you are reading through a case, where currently is the business? Is it a startup? Is it transitioning from startup? Is it a mature business? And is the business declining? So the life cycle stage of the business is very important. You also need to look at generic issues that will be faced at each stage of this development of the company. It's very important to understand this, which will help you develop advice for your client. So understanding of business scenarios and wider issues is key. You select appropriate tools for your analysis. So for example, most of your requirement tool comes with performance management or strategic management tools. So these tools will help you interpret most of those financial data by making calculations and transcribing those calculations into report. You also use relevant data to identify interrelationships and generate new ideas and information. You also develop relevant and appropriate analysis using financial and non-financial data provided in the case. The application of professional skepticism. Something must be wrong with this financial statement. You are doubting the financial statement, that it's being padded or it's being tweaked somewhere to deceive the readers. Your demonstration of ethical awareness and understanding. So the company is doing something bad, not in line with best practice. So ethical issues that you pinpoint. Evaluation of outcome of analysis and provision of clear judgment based on your work. You develop clear conclusions, very clear, and state any reservations. You also make recommendations based on conclusions. I usually say conclusions are the issues or the problems, while recommendations are the preferred solution. You're recommending this solution. So this is the solution to the problem. And you provide a well-structured, tactical, and objective report, which will include an executive summary. So your summary is a snapshot of what you did in the detailed work. And usually it's not more than 2 pages with appropriate appendices. Your appendices are your calculations and your clarifications of what you've done on the ratios and the non-financial data. Use suitable language and ideas to communicate to either the board of directors or your boss. It's very important. Like your language, your lexis and structure of the report, it's very important. So this study text we're looking at is designed to assist students to develop these necessary skills and knowledge to meet these requirements. It's a very rich content the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria have come up with, and I recommend you read through the case study text at least twice before you write these exams. This will help harness your skills, your communication skills, your professional skills. A very rich document, very rich study text, which will help you in this manner. Thank you very much for listening to this module, and I'll see you in the next class. Bye for now.